Cheers, my bro.
Cheers, salute.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for having me, bro.
What's it called? It's so fucking
Yeah,
cold
so
right
cold, I know.
now.
Hit the spot.
I needed this one today.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I needed this one today. Just
yeah, me too.
Between the heat, between setting things up, and just like getting, you know what I'm saying, the little vibes going.
Yeah.
But you're the first one back in not just the week of like, okay, 'cause I took like I said, a little 2-week hiatus, 2 little break. Not only are you the first guest back since then, but you're the first guest in this little makeshift temporary
It works,
pop
though,
up
dog. Like,
scenery thing
it
that I
really
just
works.
made. Yeah.
It really works. It looks nice. In there,
Ideally, this is what would be my preference going forward. If I had the time, I'm sure I could move some shit, soundproof, build some shit, paint some shit, put pictures up and everything.
Yeah.
But then it's like, what am I supposed to do with this fucking bed? You know what I mean? It's a queen bed with the queen frame. You know what I'm saying? With the TV, like normally there's a TV stand right there, and then we got like whether it be family, visitors, whatever. They're coming over there and they're visiting, and it's like, what are they supposed to do? Because Lil Man got his own room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I had to kind of deal with something similar like that too. With
So
the guest bedroom as well.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God, dude. And we'll touch into it more. But
yeah, of course.
I just realized I haven't even done just off the rip and you doing no intro. And I haven't done an intro in a minute. But yo, what's up, everybody?
Oh shit, we started already?
We're started. Yeah, we're just gonna go off the rip. We're gonna go through it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. I am your host, Albert Fig, and we back. First guest back in a minute due to my little hiatus, I would say. But we got the honor and the privilege, the returning member of a podcast alum, podcast fam, my guy.
Sir.
Marcos Aguilar or Marc GHOST.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Glad to be back. This is my first time back and back outside in general.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Does it?
I like that this is my first stop. Like,
yeah.
It might be my only stop, but
I'm socializing
here,
and everything.
Yeah, bro. I've been just on full on dad mode, like we were just talking about. You know, I took a big hiatus myself. Took a big back seat and disconnected from fucking Instagram and just kind of just been with the fam and working, dog. You know,
I definitely feel that. And you not only that, but you said this was your first beer in a minute too.
First beer in a minute.
It took a little breather. I feel like the body needs that every once in a while.
Yeah, it took a big breather. I had recently had COVID. Not like maybe last month.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had stopped smoking because of that, obviously. Right?
Oh, because of lungs.
Smoked in a minute because of lungs.
Oh,
right?
that's
You
right.
gotta give your lungs a little break. And so I haven't smoked either, but I got my pack with me. So I don't know if you want to indulge later. We could do that, have some fun. But yeah, man. So it was my first beer back, my first outing back. Like
we'll talk beforehand. Did the COVID affect you?
So it was weird, man. It was like a flu cold situation. Like I had the chills, but I had a temperature.
Yeah.
It was like weird, you know what I mean? It's you know,
I feel it.
Nauseating a little bit. I was down for like a week.
Down bad?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Like I was just down. You know? I was just like bed rest and trying to get as much rest as I can. Because it started with my son. He had got it, but it only lasted for like 2 days for him.
Okay.
He bounced back in 2 days and was just got his energy back. And then it went to the wifey.
Yeah.
She had got it. And then it went to me. It just trickled down effect. And
how'd you feel though? Like, did you feel at any point? And I'll tell you all the reasons why I'm asking. At any point, did you like have doubt? Like, oh shit, I might not pull through, or like, I don't know how this is gonna be. So it didn't hit you too bad like that.
No. This was my first time getting it.
Yeah.
2 years, bro. I had to run. I had to run 2 years.
You know
no
what I mean?
COVID. Like, I was moving good. Everything was straight. And I mean, going into it, like, I had knew that there was a possibility that we got it, right? It was probably COVID or something.
Yeah.
But to me, in my head and how I processed it was like, this is just going to be a yearly thing like the flu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, bro.
It's just going to be one of those yearly things where you got to get the vaccine every year. You know, it's just going to stay. It's not going anywhere.
That's what it seems like even right now.
Right. It's not going anywhere. It's just, I'm just treating it like a common cold or a common flu.
Right.
You know? Obviously, if you have more underlying issues,
it's more
of a serious matter.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I have pretty good health, right? Thank God, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. So like I wasn't worried. I was just all right. You know what? We're gonna bounce back, and
Right.
it's gonna be fine.
Cool. I mean, that's a good thing to say because I'll tell you the reason why I was asking, bro. Because I caught COVID last year, and it was a trip because so at first, I mean, I didn't. You don't never really know until you know, right?
Right.
So like I was working, right, and I had this weird. I had a cough, and I'm thinking like, oh, I just because I had just like I'm not too good with spicy food. You know what I'm saying? Which is like hysterical when you think about it, you know, being Mexican.
Right.
But like I can only sustain it so much. But I don't like it's not that I don't like spicy food. It's not that I don't eat it because like I can't handle the spiciness. I'm not big on spicy food because I have stomach digestive issues.
Right.
So I can't have so much at a time because it will cause like an inflammation flare up in me.
Right.
You feel me? So sometimes I can eat it sometimes, but I get like very mild
Very
shit.
little. Right.
Right. So I had ate some like random spicy shit the night before. And I've kind of got, you know, that kind of gets stuck in your throat and you start to like, when it's hot, you start to, I sweat underneath my eyeballs and shit, like, you know what I mean? My eyelids. Yeah. And so I had a cough and I was like, oh, like it's maybe it's just that. That was Monday. Tuesday came around. I'm still at work. Now, mind you, my work, they require us, in order for us to be functioning and everything, we had to stay gloved up, masked up. You feel me? Like the whole thing, in and outdoor and shit.
Yeah.
So I had this cough and I was like, bro, this fucking cough won't go away. But I didn't have no symptoms. I'm talking about symptoms, like no fucking. I still had taste. I was sipping. You feel me? I was eating. Everything was good. Third day come around Wednesday, and I was like, this fucking cough won't go away. So I started taking like sore throat medication, Halls, cough drops. You feel me? Like shit like that. Right. And then I'm like, bro, this shit. Thursday comes around, and then I'm like kind of coughing like intermittently. But I was like, all right, bro, something must be up. I don't know yet. And then Friday morning came around. Friday morning, or maybe it was Saturday morning, one of the two. But I'm a light sleeper and I'm an early bird. So I don't need a lot of hours of sleep. I could function off of 4, 5, 6, whatever, and I'll be cool and I'll still get up early, right? Bro, one Saturday morning, I stayed in bed till 12.
Oh shit.
That was a
indicator.
I was like, what the fuck? Why do I feel so tired? I checked the time. It's like 12 in the afternoon, and I'm like, fuck, bro. And I'm like thinking, like, man, I might caught COVID. Yeah. Like that's already going through my mind, you know. And I'm like, damn, man, because I do feel weak, and I'm like, let me jump in the shower. And I remember even going to the shower. Luckily, too, I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? The fam was back home visiting, so I was by myself all week either way. And I remember jumping, I was taking a shower, and I remember just being in the shower, like,
just hella weak.
Just hella weak, like on some, like, it feels good, like the water feels good.
Right.
So I'm like,
just standing there for a
cool minute. Just standing there, right? Bro, so I drove all the way to the VA center, because that's what I go for my medical stuff. I go to the VA clinic.
Right.
I drive there, and then I'm telling them, like, oh, you know, I want to get tested. They're like, do you have any symptoms? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. If I was like, I feel like I do. Took a test, and this is back when they're like, the rap, they weren't just offering rapids like that. You had to pay for them and all this other shit, right? So they're like, let's do the rapid. They did it. They're like positive. I was like, fuck. And they're like, but we're gonna do another one just to know for sure. I was like, all right. So they did another one. They're like, yeah, it's positive. And I was like, fuck. So then I started thinking, like, Rod, I had this at this point. It was like a year and some change. I was like, I had never caught it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, like same thing through. The run is over.
The run is over, right?
Streak. I was like, damn. So and this is what messed me up though too, bro. Like all they did was they brought me in the back room. They're like, have you taken any medication today? I was like, no. And they're like, all right, this is 1,000 milligrams Tylenol, 1,000 milligram Advil, something like that. They're like, one could be for your sweats, or maybe because of fever, because you're like at you're like 101, 102 right now. I was like, oh shit. And they're like, yeah, just do this. Here's some crackers. And then they're like, do you have any roommates? I go, no roommates. They're like, have you been in contact? I was like, some contact, but distance. I was like, but right now I'm by myself. I was like, I have my son and everything. I was like, but no, like they're away. My family's like back home right now.
Right.
And they're like, okay, well, just isolate for 10 days and we'll check back again. And I go, okay. And they're like, all right, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm thinking, this was it? And they're like, yeah. They're like, yeah, just, I was like, well, what if I start to feel sick or whatever? They're like, oh, just go pick up some medication. I was like, you just told me to.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I'm like,
they're trying to normalize it, and
right.
you know, like it's not as severe, as serious as
right.
You know, when it first happened, because obviously it's a pandemic, brand new situation. You know, unprepared and all that shit, all that, you know, quarantine stuff, right? So coming off of that, I knew that this was going to be the situation.
Yeah.
I knew that we were going to get to this point where it's like loosey-goosey on like the situation. I was just like, I wasn't sweating it, man. No pun.
And I wasn't even tripping too, because like, I mean, afterwards, like, because I had an uncle who passed away from COVID.
Oh, well, because
he had,
sorry to hear that, man.
He had, you know, he wasn't necessarily the healthiest, you know what I mean?
So it definitely, issues, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely hits some people more than the other, but I was just curious about that because they avoided it for like the longest. And then it got to a point where it's like, Lil Man caught COVID. Well, this is the thing. We never got him tested, so we can't say for sure if he did. Right. But it's like, we know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, we know. Because then she ended up getting it. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, it just affected differently, but there was there was no tests that were taking, but it was like, oh yeah, I definitely got it. Yeah, like all the sensors were there, and I was like, you gotta isolate, stay there, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that was the little experiences with that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It sucks, and you know, happy that everybody's healthy now.
We made it on top.
Yeah, made it out back. We're good. Everybody's good. You know, now we're moving forward. And taking it day by day. You know, and that's kind of where we're at. And
I do wonder if it's gonna be like, how long is this shit? Like you said, is it gonna be dragged out like 2025, bro? Like, are we still gonna be talking about like boosters?
Nah, you know right now the talk of the towns is monkeypox.
Hey, yo,
that's the shit that they're talking about.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Remember when I was texting you? Remember when I was telling you there was this weird stomach virus going around?
Right. Yeah.
Bro, my son, he had the runs for like 7 to 10 days. No, maybe not 10, but like a straight up week straight, bro.
Right.
And it was like
virus,
like he would do. It was just like watery. You feel me? And you could tell it was bothering him because it would give him fevers and stuff like that. But he had it for like about a week, and it was like going through the diapers. Little man. Going through the diapers, bro. Like
it's the worst.
It was we couldn't really drive anywhere. Like we couldn't go distances, like quick stores, you know, because he wanted to get out too. So we did that, but like long distances and shit like that, I was like, it's a no-go. Yeah, you won't be able to do it.
Yeah, you got to keep it.
Because you got to, you know what I mean? And then, local. Bro, and then when you start to like, when the kid has the runs like that, you constantly wiping. So then he starts to get some, like, not a rash fully, but irritated.
Yeah.
On his sack, on everything. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to be careful of that. Now he like doesn't want you to touch it. And then, like
super
baths.
Sensitive.
Yeah, like when you try to take him a bath, it's like even the water's like bothering
him.
So it's like that. A lot of sleepless nights. You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta use that Aquaphor. That's the joint.
There's this yellow weird one called monkey butt.
Oh, never heard
of
that.
Have you seen it? No. I'll show it to you, bro. It's weird. I ain't never seen it. It's like pink. Oh, no, I mean, not like the bottle is like yellow and some shit, but it comes out pink. But it's literally called monkey butt.
Interesting.
But it works. You know what I'm saying?
If it works, it works.
It works. So that's what's been going on with him. But like ever since he like, you know, he's 2 years old now, and it's weird like how much of the personality from the little kid comes out when they turn 2. Yeah. Especially, you know, I don't have a daughter, but for a little boy, it's interesting. You can already pick up like traits and stuff that he's gonna have, right? You know, potentially good or bad.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, personality is already peeking out.
And he's definitely more on the wild side.
The adventurous guy,
the adventurous wild side that like everything has to touch everything. Is not too afraid, but is cautious. You know, luckily, and he wants to like, you know, boys will be boys, bro. He's like trying to eat dirt. You feel me? Like I caught him the other day.
Just exploring, huh?
Bro. He
every little thing.
One time he had, you know, he had shit himself, and I'm like, all right, something change his diaper. And I'm like, what's on your hands, bro? I'm like, what is on his hands? And he had grabbed me
with it,
bro. He had grabbed me and kind of flicked some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I look, and it was shit. He had shit, bro, and then touched me and had it in my hand.
Just gave you a little dap.
Yeah, motherfucker dapped me up, and I'm like, oh.
A dirty dap.
I'm just like, oh, no, bro. And that little thing that flicked
hilarious.
himself like went in the air and that like went past me in the wall and everything was him going like this. Trying to take it off.
He was shooting.
So yeah, you know, I don't know if little girls are like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's what my son's like.
Yeah,
you know,
they're adventures. You know, my son's about to be 2 in October.
Oh, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
And then we're expecting another one in December.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got another one on the way.
And December's right around the corner. Do you?
Yeah.
We
don't know. We don't know what it is, what the baby is yet. We find out. Actually, we find out tomorrow.
Do you have a preference?
I'm aiming for a girl, man.
Me too.
I'm aiming for a girl. I would like to do, you know, one of each, and then call it there.
Same.
Leave it at 2.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
Yeah.
Do what it do. You know.
Yeah.
So just been seeing his personality grow, and he's fucking brave as shit. He just goes for it. No matter what it is, he just goes for it. You know what I mean?
That's him right
there. Yeah, that's him right there. Just
that's him, man. He's trying to get in. He wants to.
Yeah, man. So it's dope seeing him run around. And it just reminds me of my little man, too.
You can see, when he does it, like, bro, he'll come over here, and it's like he knows because he's been around, like, you know, the podcast thing for a minute. So, like, he'll climb on the chairs, bro, and he'll just get it, and he'll talk into the mic, and I'll be like, I go, Shia, I go say hi. He goes, hello. he goes, hello, and he talks to it like it's a phone. Yeah. So I'll be like, who's on the phone? He goes, hello. Yeah. Like he does that.
Kids are dope, man. Kids are dope.
Kids are the best, man.
Yeah. So I've been having fun with that and just spending more time with the fam, and
that's what you were saying, bro. So you just been laying low for the most part.
Yeah, I've been laying super low, man. Yeah. I've been out of, you know,
just off the face.
I've just been fucking laying low, just work. Go with the fam, and you know, just his schedule, like we were talking about earlier, like schedule changes. You know, it's their world at this point. We're just living in it, and we're going off of their schedule.
Boy, are we ever!
Yeah, so it's like that's always ever changing as they're growing, right? Yeah. And trying to figure out a new sleep training schedule, and trying to get him in his own bed, and like, you know, different challenges that we face as we go along day by day, right? Like new situations, for instance, our AC is out, right? Completely, it's done right now. We got to get repairs, but it's hot as shit out, right? But we want to sleep train him in his own bed, but the AC is not working, and it's smoky outside. Can't leave the windows open.
The fan only does so much.
So it's just like, man, new challenges that we gotta like. Now because of that, he's sleeping late. Yeah, he's sleeping like at 9, 10.
Oh yeah, his is 9:40. It's like, all right, let's start.
Right.
Let's start going to bed. I don't know why I dapped myself up. This is me trying to negotiate.
Course,
I negotiate with him. I'm like, hey, bro. He probably, like, by the time he actually goes to sleep, is probably like right at 10.
Yeah, that's the same with Nova. Yeah. And originally, the reason for that is because it gets cooler around 9, around 10. Yeah. So he's able to kind of sleep comfortably in a room where it's not too hot and it's not too But before that, he was going to bed by like 7, 8.
I wish.
That was the schedule. So... But now, since it's so late, I get home, you know, I'm spending time with him, spending time with the family. By the time I completely wind down, it's like 10:30. Oh, yeah. And then I only got like maybe an hour and a half? An hour and a half if I'm lucky.
Yeah, an hour and a half if you want to be like, yo, I'm going to need, in the morning, I'm going to have to get up and be like, I know. I
only got like an hour, and then I got to repeat the process the next day.
Yeah,
and that hour is either split between spending time with wifey and, you know, coming, you know, chilling together, or if she's got work to do, like, I'm gonna just chill, fucking play a game or watch a movie or something.
But then she's tired too because she's been with, you know, little man all day. Right. And then so she got to go to bed. Yeah. And then you're there too, like, well, I want to go to bed too, but at the same time, like, can I get 30 minutes to myself? Yeah,
just trying to get that moment where you can just get time to just unwind. Yeah. Before bed, because you need that moment for yourself, even if it's just fucking 30 minutes, 45, hour, whatever the case is.
You just want to chill for a bit. When I found myself on YouTube watching National Geographic's documentaries on lions. I've been on lions a lot lately. Bro, I'm so like,
I feel it.
I'm talking about like, I don't have cable. I don't have dish. I don't have any like TV. So my TV is YouTube or like, I mean, we don't even have like Hulu. I think there's Netflix. Yeah, we got Netflix and it's like a shared account. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, yeah, like you said, timing, bro. Like there's not enough hours in the day to try to, and then weekends, luckily, thankfully, I don't work weekends. And unless I'm doing something, like with the podcast wise or just trying to do something.
Right.
But then summertime, but then it's fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? Then you can't do shit with we can't go outside at 103 degree weather.
Yeah.
We can't go outside with the kid.
Hot.
We can't take him to go run. You know what I'm saying?
Way too hot. Yeah.
I know this is a whole lot of dad and parenting stuff.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
This is what, you know what I mean? Like,
that's where we're at right now.
These are the ins and outs of all this shit. But I'm actually now that when we're talking about the sleeping stuff, we're actually I'm at the point where, like I was telling you off air, I changed his crib from the rail up, like regular cribs, to a toddler bed where now the rail's off and now we're we're in the middle of and so far it's going smooth.
Hopefully that works, bro.
It's going like we got like a way to do it, and ever since I started doing this with him, it's been working. This is, what's crazy? I don't know what the dynamic is for you and your girl, or actually with him and mommy, I would say, because I say it like that because I'll tell you how it's different. So with me, when it comes to nap time or bedtime, I'll turn off the TV already. I'll be like, all right, time to go to bed. He'll be like, all right, time to go to bed. And one thing that worked for me was, now we do this every night. He grabs his books. Yeah, so we do that. Get the books and he'll walk and he'll go on the bed. Goes on his little toddler bed, right? And I'll read and we'll get the books. I'm like, all right, time to read the book. Time to read a book. We'll get there and he's like, they're chilling. I'll read I'll read a book, finish it, whichever one he wants to read. And then I'll stop it because he wants to get the next book and the next book, So I'll read in the book. And then I'll turn off the actual light, and then we have like a little night lamp for him,
Right.
And then I go, all right, Shai, it's time to go to bed, and wrap him up, not too, because it's fucking heat, and luckily we have AC, but it's still fucking hot, it's Sacramento, hot, yeah. And then the sun sets on his side, you feel me? So it's still like 80 something,
yeah.
So with me, what I found is I can actually be there, kind of pat him a little bit and then get him like somewhat cozy. And then I'll be like, all right, I'll give him a kiss goodnight. I'll be like, go to sleep, okay? And I can walk away, leave the door, not fully closed, but cracked a little bit so I can see. He'll fumble around, but eventually he'll talk to himself. And then eventually he'll just knock out. He could do that.
That must be nice.
It's good. He could do that with me. And it took a minute. But with his mom,
yeah.
If she even tries to stand up, he's just like, freaks out. Yeah. And she can't do that. So she has to wait. She has to sit there and stand or like she'll like pat him until he's asleep and then has to sneak away. But it's interesting, that dynamic that is different with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's times where I will just, I thought this was a funny thing that happened to me actually the other day. So sometimes what me and his mom used to do is when we was going to put him down to take a nap or something, what we would do is we would kind of trick him. Like we have him like this or rocking him, whatever. We find that he just looks at us a lot of times. So we'll do this. We'll go.
Right.
And like go close our eyes or like go hella slow.
Try to mirror
and be like, sleepy. So we'll close our eyes to get him to do it too.
Yeah.
Guess what happened the other day? Right. So the other night, I'm like, all right, I read him his book. I do the same routine, right? I go, okay, Shai, time to go to bed. I'm walking away. I go to bed already. So I walk away. I leave the door somewhat open, and he's playing around a little bit. And I just every once in a while I go walk and check, Right. And I peek in, and then I see him like he's off his bed and he's going to try to grab some more books. I walk in the bed. I go, hey, what are you doing? And he goes, he like scares a little bit. He runs to the bed. And then he goes like this. He starts mimicking the shit. He starts mimicking the shit that we would do. And I'm like, go to bed. So I lay him down. Yeah, I lay him down. He starts closing his eyes like the way I did. And I'm like, and I start laughing. I'm like, in my mind, I'm laughing. I was like, you motherfucker. Yeah. Like, you should make fun of us. Making fun of us. But it backfired on him because it ended up getting him tired. So within 4 minutes, of that, like literally it was just
Right.
Fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Yeah. It's
That
interesting.
worked out.
It's interesting
Yeah.
how the kids pick that up.
Damn, man. So
Yeah.
you're able to put him down by yourself, huh?
I could put him. I don't even have to. I could leave.
Damn. See, I can't do that.
I could leave.
Nova's so attached to his mom.
Yeah.
That I can't put him down. The only way I have to put him down for his naps if I take him for a car ride.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the only way I could get him down. I'll take him for a car ride, and then he's hyped. He's ready to go into the car seat. Like he knows. I'm like, let's go for a ride. And I'll just blast some music a little bit, and then he just ends up knocking out. If he's really tired, it takes I could just spin the block.
Yeah.
And then he's out. Right. And then I'll just go get a cup of coffee or drive through or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then come back home and then just take him out the car seat and then put him in the room with the sound machine.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then put the camera on him.
Yeah.
Monitor. All right, cool. He's good.
Yeah.
But come nighttime, I can't put him down.
He was on the bed with us.
Yeah, he's still on the bed with us.
Bro, I'm telling you, this was up until maybe a month ago. I finally said, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
2 years old.
We were trying to cut it. Cut it because we ended up building a bunk bed for his room.
Okay.
So we had a guest bedroom, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where, family would come stay. Mm-hmm. We had the extra queen bed. Like, we had an extra bed.
Just like in here.
Similar situation, bro. Similar situation.
Yeah.
But then we were just like, nah, dude, like this boy needs to get into his own bed. So we got a bunk bed, a twin bunk bed for him and his cousin, because his cousin, is going to be staying with us every now and then. Mm-hmm. And so we got the bed down there. It's like easy for him to get up on. It's like on the floor. And then so he was hyped about it, and he's ready to kind of like start sleeping in there. But then this whole situation with the AC happening.
Yeah, it fucks it up.
It made that whole room hella hot.
Yeah.
And so we're just like, now we're backtracked a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a thing. And it's, like I said, it was, I think, like I said, your son's, he's still about to turn 2. Mine's already 2. And that's when it was already like, all right, now it's time. Because, bro, I was like, I was hearing about stories of other people's, like other parents with their kids, or like some of my homies with their kids. And they'll be like, bro, our kids, 8 p.m., they're in bed already, knocked out by themselves and all this other shit. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck do y'all do that? Because there's times where it's like, little man, he'll stay up past 10, bro. Like, we'll shut off everything. We're knocking out everything out, and this kid would just be talking to himself.
Right.
Bro, little man tried jumping on my face one time.
Yeah,
I swear to God, it took
to
a lot for me to just, I wanted to leave. I was like, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Only because, like, bro, I gotta get up at 4.
Yeah, that happened.
You feel me? I'm like, I'm fucking, and I've done it a couple times here where he's just not having it, or fucking he just wants to throw a fit.
Yep.
You feel me? And I'm like, look.
Yeah, I've been
and
there.
I was like, I'll stay with them. I'll do this. We'll swap back and forth. But it's like on certain mornings or some nights when I know I got a long fucking travel day, and including work day, and including,
Yeah.
I'm
it's
like,
a lot, man.
I'm not going to fucking.
It's a lot. And that's why I'm comfortable calling it quits at 2. That's where it's like, bro, I know how it is with the first one. And, even before Nova, like, I have a lot of nieces and nephews.
Me too, yeah.
We're like coming on 13 now. And I was there for all of them.
Yeah.
I was there helping them raise and,
I think I'm like
getting them for bed and all that.
I'm not at that much. I'm like at 6, 7, something like that, 6, 7.
So we're coming up on 13. And so I already had that experience of dealing with kids. Like, that toddler stage already early on. And I was there for the first one when he was trying to get ready for bed, and I saw how that whole worked. And in my head, I'm like, I got this. Come my turn. I think I got it. Right.
Yeah, it's easy because you're not there every time.
But now having the whole experience by myself and with my partner, obviously, and dealing it with us, and it's just been a whole different ball game. And a whole new curveball, a whole new learning curve. And pandemic babies are a different breed.
They built different.
They're built different. Let me tell you, they're built different. And it's dope to see, because I was like, damn, this boy's fucking advanced for his age. And like he was doing shit that I was like, what the fuck? Like talking Spanish, like speaking both languages, understanding both languages, and like Like the same thing, Nova would go grab stacks of books, and he understands the concept of going to bed and saying buenas noches to everybody before he goes to bed. Comprehending, and like his mental development was very impressive. And I'm sure every parent says that, obviously, right? But it's just I feel like it's different from all the other experiences that I had with all the other kids that we had in the family, with these pandemic babies, and I've spoken to other parents or friends of mine that ended up having a kid at the same time during the quarantine, right, during that pandemic period. And they're sharing the same similar stories of how
that's how
a little bit more advanced they are. And I feel like, in my theory, is that since we were so quarantined, we were there throughout the entire process of,
for real,
like from the beginning, and completely devoted and full time with those kids. Right. And I feel like that helped tremendously in their development.
I mean, I could, because I could say the same thing. I could say, like, yo, I feel like this dude is and not just that, a good feedback or a way to measure it and gauge is from hearing it from other parents. You know what I'm saying? Because I have, like it says, friends of mine or other parents that would just say, like, yeah, your son, like, he's smart. Oh, he's smart. He does this and that too. So there is something to that for sure. There is something to that for sure. But it also comes with the side effects, because I swear, like, these kids are way too hyped now. You feel me? Compared to like some back in the day,
bro. Like, ooh, PTSD traumas.
This shit's got me going right now.
I know,
but it's okay. So sorry, y'all. We'll get off the parenting thing for a minute,
that was
bro.
good.
But
good dad talk.
It's good dad talk, right, man. But glad to see you back, bro. You out here and everything.
You too, dog.
Man, thank you.
You've been killing it. Congrats on the Russell interview and everything that you've been doing.
Solid individual, bro. I have nothing positive to say about him and everything. Honestly, one of the most. I know people say this. Is that my? That's me. Oh, you good? I know people say this about a lot of people, but one of the most genuine people that I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like he didn't have to pull up and come do an episode. You feel me? But and I'll tell you off air on some other shit from other people.
Word.
He came over here and was like, dope. And at first I was like, I'll go over there. He's like, cool, let's do this with that. And then he was like, and he had said, he's like, do you have a setup? And I was like, yeah. I sent him like a little picture of a setup. He was like, oh, that's dope. I'll go over there. I was like, man, came through. We did the damn thing. And then I've even pulled up to his crib before. I want to go pick up some merch from him, because I like buying people's merch, you know? And I pulled up to his crib, you know what I mean? Like, I've met his mom. Like, showed love and just a solid individual. Like, I've been like, you just had a show out here too. I went to that. And remember me too, thankfully, because I was like, is he gonna remember me too and everything, you know? But because a lot of times you do some shit with people, but they might not, because they got so much other shit going on, they might not remember your name and everything. So remember that too. So that was solid. And like, it's been fluctuating, like there was a bit of a, you reach a plateau. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I
definitely.
There's definitely a plateau at one point, and then you get to thinking, and then you start to like picture things in your head. Like, do you continue this? Is all this worth it? And all these questions, and
even more so because you be doing it all by yourself.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. And this is just one aspect of it. Like when we're talking about the parenting thing and just life thing or relationship thing,
everything just starts to stack up,
and then doing all this, it's like it's definitely, it takes a toll. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie and say it don't.
Definitely.
But also, it's challenging. But I also, in a weird way, and this is what like we talked about too. In a weird way, I don't know of any other way to operate though. Like I do this. You feel me?
You're so like, used to it that it's
I'm so used to it.
It might be foreign to not do it.
So like even if I just only had one thing to focus on, I would be kind of like, what is this? Like the way my mind works is like, what can I be doing? What can I do? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I build this? What can I do? I'm still like, bro, I still do shit with my hands, whether it be building up the fence, the gate stay right there. I did all that dolo. Building shit up, I do all this dolo. Fixing cars, I do this dolo. So I'm sure there's some other avenue that I can put all the attention to. You know what I'm saying? But going back to it, it's just this is why I came back too. I mean, not to say I came back, but it's like I talked about. So I just dropped the solo one, and I touched on it a little bit and everything. But the little 2 week hiatus that I did, it wasn't even so much that I was like, I'm done. It was because of canceled and rescheduled and fall through interviews too. Like I would have had some, but these people, I would say, they were just like, man, I can't do it anymore.
Right.
Let's reschedule. I was like, all right, no problem. Or this one was like, it didn't happen. Or the other one was just like, man, I can't do it this weekend after all. So it was kind of like more so like, you know what I'm saying? And it's tough to like get yourself up, to hype yourself back up to do a solo one when you had all these, you feel me? Like already all booked out. So partially was because of, scheduled ones that didn't fall through. And then partially, or I would say one half is this, and the other half was also, at the same time, like I found it difficult to get up, because a lot of times when I do have time to record, sometimes, bro, it's like after hours. So it's like at 11 p.m. Can I turn the lights on, turn the camera on, and be charismatic, knowing I gotta, you know what I mean, a little bit of time to go.
Yeah, when you're already like
so it's a low battery. It's a little bit of that, and then it's also looking at other shit, bro, like. I'd see more successful, podcasts being on and everything. And I was like, man, I wish I did have a co-host like that, because they always have like it's a one end this type of thing. And I was like, that would be dope. You know what I mean? That would be dope to have like a consistent one, that even if it's like a Zoom type of thing and you guys get in person every other week or something like that. I was like, so I was thinking like, yo, to have that would be like way more, because then at least we can like hype each other up. You know what I'm saying? Or can adjust to some shit like that. Right. So it was that type of thinking, and then just that's why it's like I feel like it's going up and down, but we getting there. Yeah, we getting there. Yeah.
First trying to get back up. Right, first one back from the hiatus.
This is the first guest one. Like I did a solo one, like I said, and that one was just kind of like just getting it out the way. But this is the official for like full swing of like everything. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you, and I understand how difficult it could be.
Oh, yeah.
When you're running a ship like this, you know what I mean?
Did I drop that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. You're good.
But yeah, so I mean, I was gonna say, so you know exactly how it is, man. It's like it's you're doing all this and similar stories with with parenting and just taking off a bit. I do think about that too, though, bro. Like in the back of my mind, I do think about like, bro, how good would it be to just delete the apps?
Yeah, man. I think
you know what I'm saying?
It's helped me tremendously. Like, like I just wasn't a fan of the algorithm. Like, don't get me wrong, I be on Twitter a lot. Like, that's my shit. That's, right. That's like my newspaper.
It's quick.
It's my newspaper. Yeah. Right. I'm on that shit daily. And the only thing is, the only downfall of it is I feel very disconnected from some of the homies and the community that's going on, and like some of the events, or like what the homies are doing, right? The close friends that I really fuck with, and what they got going on, and like I would love to be there to support them, and oftentimes like, because I'm not avid on there, I don't know what the fuck is going on in the city unless somebody tells me, unless my girl tells me, or it doesn't usually make it on Twitter. Like when it comes to shit, every now and then I get, some people post events or flyers or shit like, oh, okay, dope, that's going on. And but I'm missing a big chunk of what's going on in the community. And that's like a downfall of it. However, where I'm at, I feel like I don't have the energy to participate and be active on the gram, and half the times I don't even see my friends on my feed because the algorithm is so fucked, and now they're cracking down on the type of comments that you could leave. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
Like, I can't even like joke around with a homie on the comments and call him a hoe or some shit, and then they'll ban my like fucking comment or
some
remove
messages
it.
too. Like, they won't even let you send a message.
And I'm just like, after that, I was just like, all right, man, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah, they're getting hella PC with it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm like, I'm done with this app. I'm cool. I could live without it.
Yeah.
And now I just be on Twitter and I be on TikTok. Like, I be fucking learning hella shit from TikTok. I'm not gonna lie, I learned hella shit from there.
I don't even have TikTok on my phone. Like, there's a podcast page for the TikTok. I mean, on the TikTok, there's a podcast page. And I don't even have it on my actual phone. I have it like on my work phone. And I don't want as much, because it's bad enough I'm already taking a lot of time on social media, like, promoting and advertising.
Yeah.
But then doing shit on my laptop that I don't want to spend too much time just on my phone because my son sees it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be that dad that like when we're kicking it, we're sitting down and I'm like this.
Yeah.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like any time I could take away and go less from that and divert from that, it's is ideal. So I had I was just like, I'm good on that. But like I said, I do think about that day where I could just that time, like how wherever soon or whatever, I can just be like, you know what, like
I'm cool.
I'm cool out this. Yeah. Maybe there's an age. Maybe there's an age. Maybe there's an age.
But when you're doing your podcast like this, it's definitely useful as a tool.
Yeah, I do use it as that.
A tool.
I do use it as that,
and that's perfect for promotion. It works. Like it works. It works for podcasting, and it works for whatever else you got to promote. Yeah, music, events, pop-ups,
and networking too. Like networking. I like the reach that it has.
It's great. It's great for networking. Yeah. You could reach people very easily. It's perfect for that. It's a perfect tool. You can't go wrong
if you use it for the right shit.
Use it for
the right stuff.
The right stuff, exactly. And
you know what I get worried about too, actually? I now that I think about it, is like if I remove myself completely for all that, I worry about not being able to discover new music.
Oh, there's a way around that.
Without, you think?
Yeah. Like definitely.
How would I go about it?
Well, you're searching for music on the wrong app.
Okay.
You're using like if you're for instance, if you're talking about IG, right? The only thing you might be missing is the headline news on singles and what's coming out and announcements per se, right?
Well, I'll follow. What I do is like I follow a lot of like the artists that I like. So when they put something, I'll go check it out. Right. So if they like put like, oh, I just dropped this, then I'll go like that.
You don't follow them on like whatever music service you're using?
No, I don't.
So what are you on, Apple?
I have Spotify.
Spotify is a good source for that. I
have a SoundCloud account. That's where I find like some real dope shit actually. Right. On Spotify, I have some dope shit. I'll look at what is the other one? It was just weird because I have an iPhone, but it's the name of it. My homie, because he has a Samsung, and like with Samsung, you can get like out of whatever, I can't remember the name of it, but like out of marketing sources stuff. Like you can get apps outside of
the regular right third parties,
like, right? Yeah. So like if you're like if you have an iPhone, like you can't really get apps outside of the app store, right? You know what I'm saying?
Unless as opposed to like
unless you like do some shit like that,
yeah.
Or with the Samsungs, you can get third-party apps or like apps that are not necessarily Google.
Right.
So there was like this MP3 music. I forget the name of it, but it's MP3 something. But I don't know if I should say it or not. But basically, it's like a spot where you can like
allegedly.
You can like it's kind of like a Dat Piff,
Oh, I love Dat Piff.
It's kind of like a Dat Piff, but like you like new shit that comes out, they'll put it up there, and you can actually download it.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I said I don't know if I should put it out there, but I forget the name of it. But I've used that before in the past, and I used to get a lot of good music from there. But that's really it.
Not to be a nerd about this shit, but I'm a nerd anyways.
Please do.
When you download it, it's kind of like the old days. It's crazy to kind of call it the old days of like downloading music to your iPod.
Are you talking about like LimeWire,
like iTunes? MP3? Hey, you see that LimeWire commercial that they released?
No,
LimeWire.
Is it coming back?
Yeah, they're coming back in the NFT type space. Yeah, kind of whack, but it's dope that there's a whole commercial about LimeWire. Anyways, I digress.
Okay,
my point is that I appreciate streaming because it doesn't take up space on your phone. Because when you download physical tracks on your iPhone or whatever the case, it takes up chunks of space, right? And that was always a thing. That's how you get a full iPod. You know what I mean? Oh, my iPod's hella full. I can't add any more music on it unless I delete some shit. Right?
Plug it in.
And then, so it's like, I appreciate the fact that we're in streaming now, but I also don't appreciate the fact that we're in streaming now. Because like it's dope that I have this unlimited amount of music that I could access at the my fingertips, right?
Yeah.
But I don't own any of it unless like I'm physically buying it through like the Apple store, right?
Right. And it's like 99 cents a track.
Right. You could go that route and buy albums like that and
$10.99, $11.99.
Right.
Like
so what I do to go around that and still get that fulfillment of like, oh, I'm still supporting this artist and I'm still owning this piece of music is I reverted to just buying vinyls for those specific albums.
Oh, okay.
So you're still getting, and it's a beautiful piece of, artwork. You get the full vinyl, 12-inch. It comes with cover art. It comes with everything inside, the 2 vinyl pieces. So that's my work around that. But at the same time, like, I appreciate that I have so much access to new music. And
that is an avenue. I didn't think about that. Speaking of vinyl, sorry not to cut you off. Speaking of vinyl, Logic just dropped an album, Vinyl Days, out now.
What you think about that?
Oh, man. He's in his bag. He's definitely in his bag. It's his last album. I mean, it's his last contractual
with Def
Jam.
Right.
And I love the Funk Flex.
Basically
like emceeing it. Yeah,
the overall message on it.
I like the one that surprised me. The one feature that surprised me that I didn't necessarily see was the game on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The game feature on it was a solid track, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't expect this. You know?
Yeah, I didn't either.
And I feel like I feel like that one track with Russ, therapy music.
That one's fire.
Fire. It's what can I say? But I'm trying to think of one word. If I had to put in one word, what would I say? I would say he's definitely nostalgic. That's the word I would use because it's bringing me back to the Young Sinatra days and everything. Which has been kind of like his Achilles heel, which they were saying like when he was making these musics that. They wanted him to go back to these type of,
Yeah, that's what everybody's always bringing up.
But they could say that about really like any other artist.
Any other artist,
they could say they could say the same thing about Wayne. They're like, bring back mixtape Wayne.
The old Wayne. Bring back the old
Kanye too.
The old Kanye. Yeah.
So it's easy to say that, but I definitely enjoyed it. How'd you feel?
I'm looking at the track list right now, and it's 30 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
A little too long for my liking.
Yeah, a little too long. But understandably,
an hour and 11 minutes.
If it's what he's owing,
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. And I love the overall message because it's his love for sampling.
Yes.
And as a sample producer myself, that's beautiful that you're continuing the art form and it's not getting lost, and you're dedicating the whole album towards sampling, and you're choosing the samples and. You're chopping it up sometimes because he's, a producer himself at the same time. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the game feature. The Primo joint was fire. He has a Blue and Exile joint called Oroville that I really like. I like when him and Royce team up. Yeah. But I didn't like when he got on the Caterpillar remix because he was just talking. I did not like that. That was the only time I didn't like him and Royce.
What's that one track? The white what's it called?
Black White Boy.
That one slapped.
Yeah. The Action Bronson one was fire. So there's some joints on here. Yeah. There's some joints on here that I enjoy and then I'm gonna probably go back to. I pulled a couple. But like I said, it's too long. Logic could be, his rap style could be
repetitive,
a little repetitive to me. But I get it. I mean, that's his style. That's what it is. When you go into a Logic album, that's what you're gonna get. Yeah, you can't really knock it. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I'm
not mad at it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely. What I like about albums, especially when artists drop albums, I like the callback that it does for me. So if I enjoyed the album, and when I say enjoy, so my definition of enjoy might be a little bit different from others. My enjoy means that like I can listen to this again, like
if it ages well.
Yeah,
right?
I can listen to it again. And when I say enjoy, what it does for me is that it makes me go back. So if you got me with this one, I'm hooked for a little bit, and then now for like a day or two, whatever. Now I'm listening. I'm going back and listening to
your
catalogs.
Old shit. Yeah.
That's a good indication for me because I could listen to other people's albums.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
I can listen to other people's albums and then I'll be like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to do the
Right.
second listen, and I'll move on to the next.
Right.
That's kind of like how I gauge it. And I'll tell you. So for hit, I ended up listening to the album through and through, and then I was like, dope. Few skips, I'm not gonna lie, few skips. And but I found myself going back to like his best hits, his greatest hits, and like thumbing through it, going through the Rolodeck and being like, okay, yeah. And then I would go back. Yeah, and then I'll go back and listen to it again. And then but also it's different stages, which what I can appreciate too is, he's a dad just like us with the little boy too.
Yeah.
And so that you could hear that in the music.
Yeah,
too.
I do appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's like a good thing that I'm like
kind of like speaking
okay.
to us in a sense.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I hear, it's like it's the maturity of it, you know what I'm saying? Like a few artists, they go along in that way too.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to this next thing actually. Speaking about the game, Dramatic.
Yes.
Is it out yet?
No.
Oh, because it's weird. Did you notice that he's not given an official date?
But there's an official and an art cover now. It's in August. I want to say August 10th.
August 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you? Is it Hit Boy? Hit Boy's pretty much like
yes,
directing like producing like the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's just him and Hit Boy. Oh, and Kanye West.
Oh, and Kanye. Okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
I just don't care for all the theatrics around it.
Did you? How much do you follow interviews?
I've always been an interview guy.
I've been listening to like damn near every single podcast interview joint that he's been on.
Yeah.
And the common denominator, not even denominator, but the common theme that I'm hearing from him on this one is that this is to date he's claiming it to be his best project.
Yeah,
which is saying a lot.
It's a cheat code because he has Hit Boy.
Yeah,
Hit Boy's on a run. Detroit. He's on a run.
Yeah,
Hit Boy's on a run, and he's doing his thing, man. I'm a big fan of Hit Boy.
I said Detroit, by the way, because Sean has a lot of work with him.
Yeah.
And like, how you feel about, I keep switching it, but how do you feel about Big Sean?
Not a fan.
Not too much, or just like strip? Like,
I was never really a fan.
Really?
He has some verses that I think are dope.
Yeah.
And I think he's a dope ass person, a dope ass human being.
Yeah, you humbly. I think you know what
he's dope. He's dope. Like what's your?
I
just don't like. I never gotten into his flow and his cadence.
What tier do you put him in? Like
out of what?
So
like I'll give you S tier, A tier, B tier.
Okay, so
he's at a C tier.
So here's a good metric. This is what me and the homies we used to say. So we used to put A tier was the main three, the trifecta, the three. We had Drake, Cole, and Kenny. Kendrick Lamar. We had them three.
You're good.
We had them three on A tier, right?
Okay.
B tier. We had who the fuck was on B tier? Who did we have on B tier? This was I can't believe it's slipping because this is like 2016, so it's tough to. But I forget who we had on B tier, but basically we had him on C tier. And okay. So yeah, so we had him on C tier. But tell me if I'm off on this one. We had him on C tier, and this it hurts a little bit to say, but we had him in the same tier, C tier with Wale.
Ooh,
were we off on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's why I said.
But Wale is super underrated.
He's super. Yeah.
Super underrated. That man,
lyrically wise, like
he's dope. Wale is dope as fuck, and he's got some joints that I go back to a lot. And I think maybe last year or the year before, he went on a run before his album came out, and he was just not putting out these loosies, and then the features. He had a dope feature run. I think that's a miss. He might. That's a miss. That's a miss. I would put Wale if we're going S A B C D. I would put him. I would put him in the A tier.
You think?
Or maybe B.
With those three? I don't know if I would put him up there with the three.
With who? What three?
Again, the three is Cole, is Kendrick, and Drake.
Oh yeah. I
You put him up there?
I put him up
Okay.
there.
See, I'd put him at most at B.
I put him up there. Wale could hold it down.
Ooh. Okay.
Wale could hold it down in that
Spicy
regard.
debate, bro.
He could go up against a Drake.
He's definitely up there, and I don't want to.
Kanye,
And this was tough. Like every time we do these type of things, I'm not making it. I'm not downplaying them.
No,
like
of course
you know
not.
what I mean?
Of course not.
I had like so again when we talked about it. Some of the homies they had him in the C's, but these are California heads who didn't really grow up in the 90s hip hop East Coast. They kind of got stuck with their California. So I saw why they were like
bias.
C's. Right. So I could see why they had him in the C's, but I had him in the B tier.
Yeah, B.
And you know who might be
is good.
You know who will be my sleeper that will probably surprise you? I actually had Chance up there.
Oh, I strongly disagree.
You think so?
Yeah.
I had Chance up there. But this was not as of late Chance. I'm talking about 2016 time frame.
Okay.
So again, we're not talking about 2020.
Okay, but now Chance doesn't
No,
hold up.
no,
Okay.
sorry, you can't. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah,
But 2016 time
agree.
frame when he was, you know what I'm saying? Like I just his what he had this weird it factor with the music, this weird wrench, the way he would flow, manipulate, and come up
He's
with
talented.
it. It would to me,
super
it was
talented.
like, oh man, this is again 2016 time frame. So I want y'all to prep.
Yeah.
This is back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And I was like, oh, he's like, okay, he's gonna be this and gonna be that. And unfortunately, he's hasn't been all that. Like I'll say it too. That the album, the
You're
Big
thinking
Day,
of Coloring Book.
coloring book. No,
That's 2016.
It was more so of acid. What was it?
Acid Rap.
Acid rap.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire. Coloring book was good too.
But didn't Acid Rap, wasn't that his intro?
That was his initial breakthrough.
Right?
Yeah.
It just got re-released in 2019.
Yeah, that was his initial breakthrough though. That was his initial breakthrough.
But I have a hot take. He hasn't been good since.
I mean, yeah, I didn't. I'm telling you, his the Big Day album where he's holding like a CD or some shit like that, was basically his wedding. I couldn't get down to it, and I apologize. I saw him live here in Sac. I just couldn't.
It is what it is.
It just wasn't. Yeah, it didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one for it. I don't know if y'all talked about this one, but since we're talking about tiers, and in those three, the trifecta up there,
Hit me.
where would you actually throw in Kanye? Here's my little thing.
Okay.
If we're talking about rappers and lyricists, I wouldn't even have him in the top two. I wouldn't because the amount of writers that he's had.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
But not even just that. Like, I think Kanye just really excels as a producer. And I mean, he's got some classic raps. Obviously, he's got 3 classic albums. No debate.
Yeah.
Maybe even 4, possibly even 5. Some could dispute. But yeah, I don't. Compared to a Kendrick, and no, it just doesn't.
It's a far cry.
It doesn't really work out. But that doesn't mean he can't hold his own, because he can. It just means that you can't put him in that same category, in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't put him up there, and only because honestly too, I see him more as a producer anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I see him as an artist, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I see him as an artist. He's not the MC, He's just the overall artist that deals with collaboration and relies on collaboration and other people doing his work, similar to Dre,
Yeah.
Dre is a super producer, but he's also an artist that deals with collaboration and relies on other artists to, contribute. And make it what it is.
Gotcha.
Excluding their special sauce that they add to it.
Oh shit! I kept another person we had up there in the top in the top A group, the top tier, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, disagree.
Just kidding.
Disagree.
Just kidding.
I disagree.
I'm just
No.
kidding.
I'm sorry.
I said, "Oh no, no, not at all." I'm just fucking with you. But okay, so let me. So I've already talked about this album plenty of times, and whether it be in the solo one or with like homies that we had right here and everything. But I haven't talked to you about this one. How did you? Because we were anticipating it the last time we talked.
Okay.
How did you feel about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
Ooh.
Like fully.
Okay. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
I hear a butt coming on.
there is a but. There is
Okay.
a but. I loved it. I love the messaging.
Right.
Completely in line in what Kendrick has this thing where I call him my Gemini twin because every time he drops an album, it's always in line to where I'm at and where I'm reflecting and the same
Maybe
idea.
I'm a Gemini too then, because I felt like that
same
shit was...
idea, same ideology, and same sort of thinking, and the messaging. Like I was 100% on board.
Right.
And I'm gonna call out my homie Johnny. Had mentioned this a while ago, and he mentioned something along the lines of like, Kendrick's great, amazing, top, top. However, his music is a little bit too serious, and it could downplay the replay value. Somewhere along those lines, where it's musically it's good and it's great, but the replay value, because of its messaging and its tone, it could diminish a little bit.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Let me break that down.
Like To Pimp a Butterfly, like Damn, there was strong messaging in those albums, but the replay value on some of those, I disagreed, partly because on Damn, like I love Damn.
Yeah.
Right. That I love Damn.
Classic.
Another fucking
Classic.
album that came out, and I was like, this is where I am at. He is speaking to me.
Yeah.
Right. And so when he told me this, I was just like, I don't see it. I don't like. I disagree, because it's still music that you can still vibe to. Right.
Yeah.
But there's certain songs you can't really vibe to. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't see that what he was saying up until this album. And it's great creative choices, but the replay value on some of those, on some of the album, I haven't gone back to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I could say, okay, so we were actually texting, the night that was coming out, and I was like, yeah, I'm listening to it right now. My playback has been a little more, but the playback, I guess there is some truth in that. My playbacks weren't for, look, I gotta listen to this one right now. My playbacks were because I was like, I need to, I gotta understand this album. So it took me 3 full listens to feel like, to understand, and this is the outside looking in. I mean, I'm sure he hasn't really talked about it fully, other than like a Spotify, when he was in Ghana, he did like, I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah.
Like a Spotify spotlight, something like that.
Yeah.
And he touched on it. But for me, like I said, it took 3 whole listens to feel like, okay, I feel like I understand it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same.
So there was playback on that. There was playback on more so, I would say, the second part of the album. You know what I'm saying? I find myself going back to that one more than the first part.
Right.
And my son too, he actually knows a few songs. And but I find myself going to that one more for whatever reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there is some truth to that. I can see that. But yeah, I loved it, man.
Right.
Like I
genuinely
loved it. Yeah.
I loved it too.
Genuinely loved it.
Listening to it in the car, there's some skips for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you feel about that damn the We Cry Together?
Oh, where they're arguing?
Yeah.
I was just gonna bring that up. So
I can't.
So that's an Alchemist beat, and it's dope that he used the Alchemist beat for that. It was creative, and I appreciate that decision. It was dope. It just reminds me. Have you heard the Eminem song Kim?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the Kim to that album.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So where it's just arguing back and forth, it gets violent. Like it's just arguing. Right. It's just letting loose of that emotion, and it's necessary for the album, for the therapy session. Like I completely understand it, but I'm skipping it in the car.
Yeah, I can't. Not even just, bro. Like I can't play that here at the crib.
Yeah, no, you can't play it. You can't play it. It's just one of those It's just one of those albums that you have to really digest solely, like maybe in your headphones or like, you know.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can't. I have to skip it in the whip, so I can't even say play it in the car.
I'll even go even further. Even when if I got the headphones in, I'll even give it a skip only because listening to it just brings on stress.
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie? With what's it called? With Adam Sandler, The Weeknd's in it. No, it's not Blood Diamonds. What the fuck am I thinking?
Gemstones.
Something like that, right? Goddamn, Vision Mind Stones.
No, something gems. Hidden gems.
Hidden
gems.
Is it Hidden Gems? I feel like it's okay. Yeah, Hidden Gems. That movie stressed me the fuck out.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Like, just as a viewer watching it, I was like, I'm stressed the fuck out.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how I felt.
Listening to it, I
was like, I'm just stressed the fuck out.
Yep.
And not even on some, like, I don't know, because I saw some people like making the thing, like reacting to it and saying comments like, well, if this is triggering you in type of way, it means that you had this.
Yeah.
Or if this bothers you, is because it's happened to you before, you choose to ignore it. It's like, no, that's not even what it is. For me, it's stressful because I'm hearing it and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it's like,
and he brought you into it.
I'm just like, I feel like I'm there, and I was like, I'm not trying to be stressed right now, you know?
Yeah.
I get why,
you
know, especially when it was at the beginning or at the end, I forget. Maybe it's at the beginning where it was just like, this is how we communicate or whatever, you know? So I know that, but it was just like, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
I am stressed.
Completely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that one definitely was a skip, but I just, you know, it was, 5 years off to come into it like that, you know what I mean?
But I feel like it was necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a necessary album because he's just holding up a mirror to what's going on in the world.
Yeah, it was good timing. It was perfect timing. You could see like how eloquently he put it, and definitely the patience was there.
Yeah.
One indication that this had been cooking up for a minute for me was, I remember a while ago. I'm talking about a while ago. Someone had taken pictures of him when he was shooting the music video for N95.
Yeah.
Those pictures of him like that were a while ago.
Yeah, they were a while ago, yeah.
And I remember seeing those. I'm thinking like, oh, he's got some shit coming up.
Coming, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, and you could tell, especially with the Hard Part 5, you know, he's done them. So it's like, so, you know, he does those, and just methodically, everything was like pretty calculated, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that album of the year so far for you?
For selfishly, I would say yeah. You know, in my personal one, unless wait, when did Dawn to 2 come out? Was it this year?
I think so.
I didn't. I never got the stem player, so I never listened to it.
Yeah.
Did you get the stem?
No. I like the stem. I like what it does, but I didn't get it. No.
I never got it, so I can't say. I mean, I watched the listening party thing on YouTube, which was amazing, by the way. That creatively, that shit looked amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, mid year, I would say definitely album of the year so far. I mean, but Pusha T's album, It's Almost Dry, was tough too. You know, Pharrell and Kanye.
That shit was great.
I
love that album.
It was a good fucking album.
There's great. Okay, so what have you listened to?
I have to bring it up on my phone.
So did you listen to Lupe's album?
No.
Listen to that one.
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay. Because I remember it was out, but you know, he's kind of been on some like weird stuff lately. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh.
The album's really good.
Okay.
Here, let me just shoot you some albums that I really fuck with.
Let me see. Tell me a few.
Okay, so I really
did Benny drop one?
No.
No?
No, but Westside did drop one.
Okay.
So I will listen to Drill Music in Zion by Lupe. Right. I will listen to that.
Okay.
I would listen to Ransom, Pain and Glory. Fire.
Okay.
Westside has Peace, Fly God. That's the one that just dropped recently. That one's fire.
Okay.
Loved it. Now, mind you, this is awesome. Like, kind of some underground shit.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
I live in the underground.
Right.
But these are albums that, if you really love rap, These are the albums. Premier just dropped Hip Hop 50 Volume 1.
Yep.
Which was fucking fire. And then Lloyd Banks dropped Cody 2.
That one was
the
surprising
Course of
to
the
me.
Inevitable 2.
That one was surprising to me.
Do you know how you mentioned earlier that, when the album is good, you go back and you listen to their catalog?
Yeah.
So I've been on the Lloyd Banks catalog.
He's
Like,
bro,
I went back to his old shit.
He's got some some credits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I've been on the Lloyd, on the way here, I was listening to fucking Hunger for More. So I've been on a fucking, it's playing right now. I've been on the Banks rotation because of Cody 2, which I thoroughly appreciate. And there was some dope ass features. He had Don't Switch with 20 Yayo, Power Steering with Jadakiss, Living Proof with Benny, Menace with Conway. Like, there's some shit on that album that I was just like, this is some heat.
The Machine.
Yeah. But what I appreciated about Westside's Peace Fly God album was how heavily Stove God Cooks was around the album and his melodies and like his hooks, and it was just fucking beautiful. Like, I fuck with Stove God, and it just makes me more anticipated to hear his album that's going to be produced by Westside. That I can't wait for. I'm a big Stove God ever since he dropped Reasonable Drought.
Yeah. Did you catch?
Amazing.
Did you catch? I don't know if you see this one or not, but Kevin Hart just recently interviewed Jay-Z on his Peacock show on the Hearts
I
of
just
Heart.
saw the interview the other day.
I saw it on YouTube, and I don't even have Peacock, but I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube too.
Man,
great interview.
Great. You forget how, like, I mean, I would say me specifically, but we forget how much knowledge, like, because it's a whole, like, he don't do interviews much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's not just going around just talking.
But it's good to go into a whole deep dive.
Yeah,
like, periodically.
The last time he was on, correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but I'm gonna say the last time he was even on like Breakfast Club was like 2013 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The last good interview before this, I think he might have done with Rap Radar.
Yeah, a sit down.
Before
an album?
It was before or after 444.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like black and white.
Yeah.
I remember that. And it's just, when he just has this weird contagious effect. Like I don't know if it's a fair comparison or not, but it's like with Dave Chappelle. Like when he talks, I just want to listen.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like same thing with him when he talks. It's like, you just listen, and to give the when he talks about that early retirement shit, like how he felt burnt out. You know what I'm saying? And then came back and then Pusha's alluded to it too on his interviews. How he said like you got the whole feature. It's like he's not doing it based off of like it's 250, 500. It's more relationship based.
Yeah, it's more relationship based. Pusha's dope. His album is up there too.
It's almost dry.
Yeah,
great fucking album. Bro, I'm talking about the first 5 seconds of the very beginning. When I pressed play, it was
It's gonna go. It's gonna go up to par with.
Why would I want to?
It's gonna go up to par with Kendrick's.
Yeah, I have. Those are the first.
Those two are battling album of the year for me.
Yeah. Did you see how I forgot, it was somewhere on the internet, but they were doing I think he put it out too on Spotify, but they were doing the Kanye versus Pharrell. Like which one's Kanye produced versus Pharrell produced,
right?
And we're putting them to head to head. For me, I don't really pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I just thought through and through it was a great fucking album.
Yeah.
I
love that album. I mean, I'm wearing the merch. I'm wearing the merch. Brambleton, bro. That off the first one, that shit, and that was produced by Pharrell. I think the first half is just Pharrell.
Which one is the Just So You Remember Who You Dealing With? Which one's that one?
Who you dealing with?
I can't remember that song.
I think that's Kanye. That's Ye.
That was Ye, yeah.
And
that's a good fucking one.
It's almost
FNZ.
Monday. Bruh. Oh my God. I fucking love that one.
He came on that one. He came to talk
Call
some
My
shit.
Bluff was fucking.
Yeah.
And then he does the
Call My Bluff?
he does the the
Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix Joker laugh.
Yes. Did you see that one?
Menace.
I listened to
Somebody stop that man.
Yeah, I listened to an interview, and he was saying like how he had watched the movie a couple times, and he wanted to keep that theme going.
Yeah, when they were making the album, they just had the movie on repeat, but without the sound.
Yeah, great. I mean, yeah, and then Pharrell has just been busting it. Like that sounds. Wait, hold up. Let me.
Hey yo.
Hold up. Hey yo. He's just been doing work. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been doing work with 21 Savage.
Yeah.
The Mr. Morale, that track on Kendrick's.
He's always been an alien.
Yeah.
You know, you can never dismiss him when it comes to producers and doing what he does, because he gonna do what it do.
Hey yo, I can't believe you said he was busting. You know what I mean?
It was wild.
Wild boy.
Wild.
But yeah, the music lately has been up there, and there's another, I can't remember right now from the top of my head, but there's another artist that was recently planning on planning on dropping, but then keeps pushing it back, and I can't remember.
Game.
No, not the Game. It was someone else. It's someone else. I just can't remember from the top of my head who. Fuck. But it was another anticipated one. And honestly, I think a lot of people are kind of like put aside contracts and stipulations and mandatories and stuff like that. I think, with Kendrick dropping, with Pusha dropping, I don't know for sure, but I feel like a lot of artists are going to be hesitant to drop this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but also I don't think so. I think there's still room to get some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
That'll drop. I mean, Beyonce's dropping, so that's another indication.
That's in August, right?
Yeah, I think that's this month, I believe. I think that's next week.
Oh shit.
I think that's next week.
Is that the one where she was on top of a horse or some shit? She put was that the cover or like a single?
I think it's a cover.
Oh, that's gonna do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, I think it's sounding like some house music, kind of like Drake's album.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you listen to Drake's?
Yeah, it's just house music.
Did you?
I didn't. I haven't gone back to it.
I didn't even give it a full listen.
I feel like it just came and went.
I didn't even give it.
I feel like the Drake effect is no longer present.
I didn't even give it a full listen. And wait, when did Cole drop this year too? Yeah,
Under
right.
Pressure? Like Under Pressure. What's it called?
It's
Did that drop this year? That's a good
question.
It
did. I think it did. When did Cole?
I thought that.
I wish I had a producer. I think it was this year. Maybe you might have been right. I think March,
last year. Off season.
Off season, yeah.
But he did drop with Gangsta Grills D-Day.
Oh yeah.
That was this
that
year.
was like a mixtape.
Yeah, it was a mixtape.
Yeah.
But off season was last year.
Off season was last year. Okay, because I was gonna put that up too. I enjoyed that one.
Where did Johnny P's Caddy drop this year or last year?
That's a great fucking. Nah.
Oh, that dropped this year.
Did it?
Johnny P's Caddy dropped
only
this
7
year.
months in,
and that was off of. Hold on, let me do some research. What was that off of?
2 Chainz, Sweetie.
Oh, Benny did drop this year.
I was thinking
that was in March.
Oh,
and it opened with Johnny P's Caddy. Johnny P's Caddy is
Benny the Butcher. Shouts out
my
to Benny.
song, damn near song of the year for me, next to Brimbleton.
Ooh,
with Pusha.
You're a Post Malone's fan. Post Malone's fuck. 2 beers deep. I'm sorry.
Post Malone.
Did you listen to his album that he dropped? The 12th Kid Career?
Not to burst your bubble. I'm not too big of a Post Malone fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you said last time you was. I am.
No.
Well, I was never big up until this most recent album.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I think I'm cool.
I like this album. But he did the reason why I asked is because he did like kind of like open on the what was it, like when artists will do like a live session. You feel me? Like that. Well, he did it on Howard Stern. He did the song called Reputation, and he sang it. Amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, he's dope like that. He could do that. Not surprised that he
fucking amazing.
Pulled that out of his pocket.
Yeah, that was a good one. There's a few LA like underground artists that are like that I've been a fan of as of late that are like kind of like not on not, you know what I'm saying? They're not mainstream. They're not like on big publishing deals or major labels.
And who's that?
I will tell you off air.
Okay.
I'll tell you a few of them.
Okay.
But I'll tell you that they been coming on. That sounds weird saying that, but they've been on my radar lately. They've been on my radar lately.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to reach out to a few of them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you thinking of Joey Badass?
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
It was. Yeah.
Fucking guy. It got pushed back, right?
Yeah. They were
fucking
saying
Joey
that
Badass, man. There it was
because of Drake's album.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
they were supposed to release that same day, but then Drake just did a surprise.
Yeah, because he didn't do no. He didn't do the. He just dropped it. It was the same thing with.
So Joey pushed his back.
Yeah, same thing with Cole. Remember when he did KOD? I mean, I didn't get no. I think it was like a day before, maybe. Like he had did like a listening thing like overseas, but he had just dropped that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Joey's album.
Yes, most definitely.
And I think that's dropping in end of this month.
End of this month. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be either this week or next week.
Fucking guy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some shit, man.
Yeah,
some
man.
Shit out. Did you listen to Kid Cudi's album?
The
Oh, he just re-released it. Is that what it is? A Kid Named Cudi? Why is it a different album code? Oh,
is it the Earth? What is it? The Earth one? There's a planet in it or something like that. Which one's that one?
I think this is
Is he? I want to say he should be dropping a new one in general.
Because he got a show coming out.
When did Kids See Ghost drop with him and Kanye?
Maybe like 3
years
ago.
2019, something like that?
2018.
2018. Fuck, that was a while ago.
Okay, never mind. I'm tripping.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah.
But speaking about music too, what's up with the beat mixtapes?
Oh, okay. So
don't you got some shit coming out with Johnny too?
Yes, we got. So I had released a beat tape on Bandcamp called Esquire. I dropped that a couple months ago. It's an ode to my graffiti days and when I was writing graffiti, and like it's just my ode and love for it. So it's a lot of I was out there, bro, having fun. But I have a lot of homies that are still in it, and I talk to them constantly. So we're always talking graph, whatever the case is. So it's always in me. It hasn't really truly left me.
Yeah.
And so I put a beat tape out and my ode for it and my love for it. And shout out to the homie Alan for helping me put the cover together, and shout out to homie Seuss because he shot the photo. And I want to give, speaking on Seuss, his photo was what helped inspire me to put it together and give it the tone that I wanted. Because it was like a beautiful photo of K Street, of the IMAX theater. You see the Esquire on there. Yeah. And it looked beautiful. And I was just like, it just took me back to the days where I was with the homies and we were walking down that street.
That's where the grill used to be. Esquire Grill.
Yeah. So we were like walking down that street, backpack full of paint, pocket full of markers, back pocket full of stickers, just and listening to music and just like having a vibe. And that's what that photo took me to. And so like I harvest that energy and I put it into the beat tape with some samples and, did my thing on it. And so check that out on Bandcamp.
I had Esquire. When you had put it on Twitter, I had retweeted it too.
Yeah.
I put podcast alum.
Yes. So I did that. And then I got a single with a Lucy. Johnny's going to be putting out on Monday. Not sure when this is dropping.
Next Wednesday.
So it'll already be out.
Yep.
So Johnny's putting out a song called Turn Me Up.
I had just seen it.
Chaz.
I had just seen it.
Yeah, that I produced. So that's going to be coming out. It's already out by the time this is out. And then, you know, I have been taking a break from making beats because I haven't had the time.
Yeah.
So I haven't had the time or the energy. Like I said earlier, like by the time I
With
get
everything
home,
going on.
it's like fucking only got an hour, and I'm already beat. So I'm just chilling on the couch for the rest of the night. So once I get my schedule and once we kind of get back, you know, get my foot on the ground, and of course, there's always going to be more projects. And, you know, because of my busy schedule, I got homies reaching out to me about Flip a Beat Club and what they're doing. And, yo, you coming out? Because they're doing an amazing thing for the community. And it's bringing beat producers, sample producers, rappers, artists together to kind of network. And they do it at 12's Wax, shout out to homie Fooders. And I haven't had a chance to even go check that out because my life has been so hectic.
Yeah.
You know, the homie Gabe hit me up a couple weeks ago, and they're doing this joint thing where, because he paints, and, you know, he has a podcast too called Have a Dope Day. Hey. Check them out. And it's about him and his graffiti story, and, you know, and like, you know, interviewing other artists. And I did their intro for that. So I did the beat intro for that.
Okay.
But like I said, it's just kind of just been hectic on my side that I haven't even been able to create. The only thing I've been able to create is create more babies, yo. Yeah, that's the only thing I've been able to create. Another one in December.
You already one up in me, bro. We've been like, I'm like, I don't know.
I wanted to knock it. We wanted to knock it out this close in age.
Yeah.
That way we could get it out of the way.
They say it's like, better.
It's better that way.
They say it's better.
And I don't want to have to repeat this whole process. Like when Nova's like already getting hella older, like I'm not going to redo this process. So let's get it out the way, end it there. And then, but yeah, so because of all that hectic schedule and all that shit, I've just haven't been able to create any fucking music lately. And I have the itch, bro. And that's the most frustrating thing as a creator is when you like have the itch to do something, but
I mean,
physically and time is so stacked against you.
Tell me about that shit too. Yeah.
That you're like, I can't even get to it, man. And it's so frustrating.
Nah, I feel it. I mean, it's even, I mean, like I said, it's a stretch, but even doing this, bro, like this is you know, from our last episode, dude, a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people enjoyed that one, and you not just for, you know, obviously being knowledgeable in your area of expertise, but also just communication. Right. You feel me? Like just talking. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was cool because it was like everybody enjoyed it, myself included, obviously. But it was more so, it was like, bro, I just wanted to have a convo with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it turns into a great episode. Yeah. Definitely. And so, you know, we got to make more time for this too, like coming around more and, you know, because I know like that's what we had talked about initially. I was like, yo, I want to get you in like damn near as a regular.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, anytime you're stuck in that situation where you're like, you can't book anything, everything's falling through.
You know what makes it tough? You could always
hit me up. Like, you know?
I definitely, You know, what makes it tough though is it's the time. Yeah. Like it's tough for me as like I said, as a fellow dad, you know, it's 7:30. I can't be like, yo, bro, can you record in an hour and a half? Like, it's just not realistic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even hit you with the morning of, be like, yo, can you record tonight? Yeah. Because even though I did, it's still, I already knowing. Like, even when I did, I was like, yeah, hopefully he can. But like, I'm already knowing. That's why it's like I'll do it, but like I don't want to press the issue, or I want to give a minimal 24-hour notice, right? Because I'm coming from, you know, exactly where you're coming from too. So I'm already knowing for that.
You're already knowing how the schedule with the kids.
Like the scheduling and
but and that just makes it easier to convey and communicate.
Yeah, that's why there's no
level of understanding of like, you know, like, okay, I know where you're at, and I know where you're at,
and that's why there's no. That's why I was like, bro, if you can, cool. If you're not, don't even worry about it, because I'm already knowing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the solo one. Matter of fact, it's probably it's already out by now. But the solo one that I did, bro, I recorded that one at 11 p.m. Recorded, uploaded, not even fully uploaded, but recorded, transferred to my laptop. Right. Just to have everything set so I can fully edit the next day. Up there until 12:15. Right. closed the laptop 12:15 and was up at 4:30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's those type of things. And so I'm going to be more conscious, you know, and aware of that more. And then it's, you know, without giving too much away, but, you know, it's tough to like kind of record in that area. And so now that I know this is going to be open for a while, it's like a little temporary thing. Like this setup, it's, you know, makeshift, like a mock type of thing. But I'll tell you what, bro, this fucking AC. And even then, it's not even cranking fully.
Yeah, but it's comfortable.
But it's the comfortability.
It's comfortable.
I don't want to be on this shit sweating or like, bro, like
no, it's gonna be too much.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell, bro. I'm in long sleeves, and you know what I'm saying. You look at short sleeve shorts, like I'm chilling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I got to get you back more time,
dude. I'm always down. This
sure.
is fun to me. This is fun to me to shoot this shit. Like, you know, especially
that heavy.
Yeah, definitely. We're on the same type of time, and that's why it's like a level of understanding of where we're both at in life. Yeah, you know, so it's like it makes it fun to have those conversations and use it as an outlet because I haven't had an outlet like that. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been outside,
and it's the kicking it too.
Yeah, I haven't been outside. Like, you know, I haven't kicked it with the homies since like a couple months, like since last month, I think.
They're gonna be like, "Yo, he came out."
Yeah, like I know. I talked to the homie Johnny today. I called him up and I was like, talking to him because he had announced the song was gonna come out. Yeah, and I had a question for him, and then we are just talking it up, and he was just. I told him we were gonna be here, so he said, "Shout out to you." Yeah, and then man. So that was like, you know, I haven't talked to him since like last month, but it's good to have those type of friendships where. You don't need it's all love. Like I text me, Johnny, and Los text like damn near every day. Yeah. Right. But like I haven't seen them like that. And like since, you know, like I said, last month. So I'm not out. Yeah. You know, I don't go out that much. Like I'm on dad mode, like I said. Yeah. Like this is my first outing, my first time even being on camera since like I don't know how long. Since the last since our last episode. One, yeah. So it's like coming from somebody who had a podcast and was running a podcast and like was doing it, like it's always been fun for me. Yeah. So anytime like you need somebody, just hit me up, bro.
That's that creative genie.
Yeah, of course. It's like it's always, like I said, I always have that itch to constantly be creating something. But I've been so low key that I haven't had, besides trying to make music, but again, time is against me. Yeah. But we both understand that. Oh, yeah. So it's like, it makes it easier to have that conversation.
And there's no burdens or no like grudges or anything like that. Exactly. And that's what I was going to say too with the friends too. Like, you know, you have a solid group of homies when you don't have to text them every day. Or still like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all love at the end of the day.
When you talk, it's still all good.
And then when you pick it back up, it's like it's never been...
The time didn't even pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the solid ones, man. Well, exactly. Well, fuck, man. I hope things is not as, you know, stressful. You know, hope everything's cool now.
Yeah. We kicking it.
I hope everything with the fam is good. I'm glad y'all healthy and, you know what I mean, back
Likewise.
Yeah. Likewise. I hope you get like the sleeping schedule down with your son.
Working on it.
Yeah. You know.
Working on it.
I know firsthand what that's like. And I'm still, you know, fully engulfed in it too. So it ain't like on some like I'm not no expert in this shit.
Yeah, definitely. We're learning as we go.
Yeah, man. But I wanted to first guest back, temp makeshift. Like I said, don't get this shit twisted, y'all. This isn't permanent.
I know.
It might look nice though. Even if it looks good too, it's nice. I want to give it its full.
It's nice.
You know what I mean? I want to give it its full like. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, of course, everything. Of course.
I really do enjoy this poster, though, by the way. Y'all can't see it because of the camera, but one of my faves. But yeah, bro, a lot of shit going on in life.
Yes, sir.
Outside of this podcasting shit. A lot of stuff going on in the podcast. I'll elaborate more, you know. Yeah. I don't know how much time you got, bro, but
I got a little bit of time.
I got a little 30 minutes?
Yeah, I got time.
Cool. I got some shit to chop up about. But appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
By the time this comes out, you know, the single that you got with Johnny that's going to be coming out.
Sir.
The beat mixtape is out.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get you back in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Hypocritical AF podcast. Again, I'm your host, Albert Fig, joined by my guy, Marco Aguilar, aka Marc GHOST. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Peace.